Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. I'm Afefe with Touch by Tarot, and I'm going to do a brief video for you all today. It's basically a reminder that I have a workshop that's coming up. It starts on May 13th. I'm going to close out registrations next week on May 5th. And it is called What You See is What You Get. It's going to be a 4-part live Zoom virtual workshop, $90, which is a bargain. One reading with me for up to an hour is, right now my rate is $111. So I'm giving you 4 sessions, an hour to 90 minutes each, interactive live via Zoom on the visual aspects of tarot and how learning to really increase your intuition and work with tarot visually can improve your readings and make them so much easier than I think a lot of us, experience when, especially if you're new to tarot. And we get really caught up in this notion of, it is a system. It's a 78 card system. Every one of those cards has its own meaning and its place within the progression of tarot, right? In my Tarot Basics workshop, I cover how the cards, there is this progression. But in this workshop, I really think as my practice has evolved, I got to tell you, I had to get away from the workbooks, from the guidebooks. And that's not to say I don't still enjoy them. There are some wonderful guidebooks that creators are putting out there with decks. And, it gives you their perspective. It's interesting when you get a deck, you want to know what the artist, what the creator had in mind with that. But when you begin to work with those cards for yourself, you don't want to be tied or stuck on just what someone else's interpretation is. Because part of the whole process is you're getting some insight, some clarity. You're learning something about a circumstance that impacts you. You want your own understanding and definition of that. And so when we use our eyes, the visual clues that are given to us in tarot, it makes a world of difference. When I tell you all, that was a game changer for me. And it really is what made me more comfortable once I decided to be a professional tarot reader and get certified, and know that now I am putting myself in a position of asking others to trust me with this. I got to be on top of my game. That is not going to be, well, hold on, let me get right back to you and let me see what the book says. No, right? So I have learned, and if you've been with me, you know that my system is a lot of combining different types of decks, because part of what I do, I'm a writer at heart, journalist for many years. I believe that in tarot and other systems of divination, spirit gives us a narrative. We are given a story that reflects something deeper, a deeper meaning to a situation that we're undergoing or going through, so that we understand more about what the root cause of a situation is, or what it is that we can do here and now in the moment. Maybe it's not a quick fix, but it's something, some action that we can take in that moment to start, a new path. All right. Visual cues. When I tell you, it is a game changer, no joke. So if you're interested, email me at touchedbytarot@gmail.com. Again, the fee is only $90 for the 4 sessions. I'll give you payment info, etc. Before I close out, I wanted to give you an example. I was doing a reading for myself this morning, and I was using an oracle deck. You all, I pulled this. Don't want the ring light to get too much in the way there. I pulled this bull, and it says the key word there is sacrifice. Now, look at how powerful and impactful that figure of the bull is, right? The artist just did an amazing job with that. But at the same time, I'm studying these eyes and the horns and all of that. And I'm really focused on, as many oracle decks will make us do, we're drawn to the wording. We want to know. That's what it's telling us that it means. But you all, I put myself to the test this morning, and I said, wait a minute, let me sit with this card for a moment, because I was journaling and all of that. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, I see this person down there at the bottom, who is wielding through them, like a magician, is wielding this power that creates all of these static electricity, all of these thunderbolts, all of these lightning bolts, I should say, that are creating this bull. And this bull is holding buildings on top of its antlers like a civilization. When I looked at that, I thought, wait a minute. So maybe the sacrifice and this bull is another way of looking at life at this time in terms of what we stand for and what we are carrying to build. And this notion that little old us down in this corner have the ability to connect with the divine, to create all of this energy, to impact our world, our own little world, in this situation. All of those visual cues are given just in the artwork, in the depiction of this card. All right. One, because this course is going to focus mainly on tarot, I did want to use an example for that. So I pulled the Tower card, one of the most, like this is from the Goddess Tarot. I'll put it in the description box. But this one is, notice, she has an artist's easel there. And she is actually creating this change. The notion that in tarot, in the Tower card in tarot, we all think, uh-oh, the rug is getting pulled out from under us. It is that Mars energy, very aggressive, some major life change. We're going through these eclipses right now as I'm taping this. Some major life changes underway. Sometimes we have absolutely no control. It can catch us totally off guard. Like it or not, it's happening. It's going down. But in this particular depiction, I noticed that she's got all of these tools at her disposal. I'm sorry for that ring light. You all, I'm trying to get it closer. But all of these tools at her disposal. And then when I saw that paintbrush in her hand and the artist's palette there, I was like, wait a minute, game changer. Because, excuse me, drink some tea. Sorry about that. Instead of feeling like everything's just out of control or, oh my gosh, I got to brace myself because there's something major that's about to happen. What's really going on here is this notion that we are the co-creators of our existence, of our reality. And there's so many visual cues that are being offered here that kind of turn that traditional. If you go to a typical guidebook and it'll tell you unexpected change, drastic change, forces beyond our control, yes, is that true? Very often, that is how things play out. But also, when we are looking at a card and deriving meaning, personal meaning for us, who wants to sit back and literally think, whatever's about to happen, no idea, I'm just going to have to survive it? That's sort of antithetical to why we're going to a divination system in the first place. We want clarity. We want to be prepared. We want to be proactive. We want to co-create. We want to change, transform, empower, be empowered, feel motivated. What a beautiful depiction. All based on those visual cues, okay? So we're going to, in this course, in this 4-part workshop, I'm really going to work with you. My workshops are interactive. You'll have a chance to ask me questions. We'll do some practice spreads. We're going to do some other exercises that really get us into the habit of using the power of vision and our visual takes to create the narrative for ourselves, to empower us and do a better job with our readings, to get more out of them, really squeeze the juice out of them. That's the imagery that I'm getting, like, making a fresh juice in the morning and just, get those oranges and lemons and other things out, really making it potent, because that's what's going to make it better for our body. It helps us absorb and digest. And that, my friends, is so often a part of, I think, what really holds a lot of people up with learning and discovering tarot for themselves is it feels like something beyond us, when in fact, it is very much a part of us. All right. Enough of that speech. Let me know. Email me, touchedbytarot@gmail.com. Registrations will close on May 5th and the classes will start on May 13th. I'll give you that information when you get in touch. Take care. Have a great day.